Waiting for the perfect moment to start something is totally a waste of time. There is no perfect moment to start. The moment to start is right now. A lot of us have been sitting around for a very long time in our thoughts, waiting for the stars to align, waiting for some sort of sign that will make us ready to start a YouTube channel or to start exercising or start losing weight or start eating healthy or to start going for daily walks or to start some sort of change. We're always waiting for just the right moment. But there is none. There is no right moment. It starts with like right now, what you're doing right now, currently, right now, while you're breathing. What are you doing right now? Because a lot of the times, in order to start something, we gotta do it right now because regardless of how we feel, the only way we're gonna get results or get progress is to actually do it, not having to wait and procrastinate, right? Because the more you wait for something, the less of a chance that you're actually gonna get it done. If you've been planning a trip, a vacation to go somewhere, to France or Europe or Japan or China or whatever, but it was just a thought. You didn't actually write it down. You didn't actually write an itinerary. When are you going to leave? How much is it going to cost? If you don't actually do something right now pertaining to that thing that you want to do, it's not going to happen. It's just going to be a thought that goes in through one head, out the other, one ear, out the other. A thought that just stays for a little bit and then just goes away, right? So that magical day when everything is going to feel just right is totally non-existent. Because number one, you don't know if that's even gonna happen, right? You don't know if your health is gonna be perfect next year for you to go on that trip. But your health is perfect right now. Your health is good right now. So that's a sign that should be telling you that you need to go on that trip. If you're feeling sluggish, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling frustrated, you feel like you're not achieving anything productive, but you're trying to wait for that right moment, so you're just sitting at home watching Netflix all day or, you know, just feeling sorry for yourself, nothing is going to change, right? You're hoping for this light and this white knight in shining armor to come save you, but that's not going to happen. This is not a fantasy world. This is reality, right? We got to take accountability for our actions, and at the same time, you also got to start. You got to do things right now, this very moment. You can. There's so many things you can do right now to give you that motivation, that momentum to achieve your goals or to change. You can start with just cleaning, simple as cleaning a table with a cloth, cleaning your computer, wiping the dust off your computer, doing a standing up, literally standing up and doing a little bit of stretching, doing maybe some jumping jacks or like 10 push-ups. You can start with something small right now. The key is right now. You got to start doing something, right? And that's only when you're going to start, change. You can't just sit and feel sorry about the shit that happened in the past, you know? Because when you sit down and you don't do shit, bro, you start getting into your thoughts a lot. And I'm telling you this from experience. When you don't do things, when you just sit and do nothing, especially when you're in your house, surrounded by the walls around you and the roof, you just start really getting into your head. So you gotta stay somewhat busy. You gotta start, doing things that are making you one step closer towards your goals, or that's one step closer to change. You know, a lot of people, bro, they sit on their dreams for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and then they're still waiting for someday. Someday I'm going to start a business. Someday I'm going to get married. Someday all these things, right? They're obviously big decisions, but a lot of people wait, and then nothing happens. No change happens in their life. They look back, 20 years gone by, and what the hell just happened? So that someday is nothing but a lie. That someday is today. That someday is right now. You have to start doing things right now. That's the most important thing. And the thing is, like I said earlier, momentum that creates the foundation for growth, right? One small thing will lead to something bigger and bigger and bigger. You make your bed first thing in the morning. Now you may go for a walk. You now after the walk, you're gonna have a breakfast because you're hungry, a healthy breakfast. And then after that, you're going to go to the gym later. That's how it works. That is how, motivation works. You got to start constantly doing stuff. Of course, it's important to take breaks as well. It's important to rest, you know, but the key is to start now. Start doing things now without overthinking the outcome, right? If you always wanted to write a book, you know, you got to start writing right now. You have a computer, open up Microsoft Word and start writing down your ideas. And I promise you, once the ideas start flowing, bro, you're gonna get into this certain zone where you just keep writing and writing and writing and you can't stop and you feel really good. And now the book is now that that idea of you creating a book has come to reality. You know why? Because you started. You started right now. You did it right now. For me, I always wanted to live in a new country, right? I always dreamt of moving to Japan. I always dreamt about it. And then that after that, it became a reality because I started making steps towards that goal. And eventually I was able to live in Japan, you know? But it all started with me actually taking action, actually going online and searching for jobs, figuring out what exactly do I need, what is the process and the requirements, what kind of jobs are out there that will allow me to travel abroad, to go abroad, to live abroad. And after that, I felt even more motivated. Now I wanted to learn the local language. I wanted to learn Japanese, so I started learning Japanese over time, you know, which helped me, stay motivated, right? And the interesting thing is, in the future, we don't have any control over that. So when we're thinking in La La Land about the right time, we don't even have any control. But the only time we have control of is right now, what we're doing right now. That's where you have truly control over. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, right now. So I want to tell you right now, stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough yet. Stop telling yourself you're going to start next month. Start now. Start scared. Start tired. Start messy. Start small. But start.